Thank you, Steve. We are here at Sim Central, and I am here with John Smoot, who's the director. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, quickly, tell us about this place, because this place is extremely interesting for the Panhandle to have.
Sure. We're the healthcare human patient simulating lab. We provide training for the students going into healthcare here within Amarillo College, WT, and Texas Tech. We also work with the healthcare providers that are already working in the hospitals and in the doctor's offices.
Perfect. Okay, well, we're in the control room right now, and as you can see here, I don't know if you can get a pretty decent shot. Can you talk to us about all of these things and why you guys use this?
Sure. The control room operates the patient simulation mannequins, and what we do is recreate situations for the students to learn in. You know, the students have been in the classroom, they've had the lecture material, so now what they're doing here is they're doing the hands-on and the application process, learning those critical care thinking skills, learning the processes of teamwork, learning how the other disciplines work within that team to provide the best health care, optimum outcomes, and improve patient safety that they can.
Great. And so what are all of these gadgets?
Okay.
What do we do here?
Sure. The one computer here operates the mannequin, so we can control his vital signs, that is to say how fast his heart rate is, how fast he breathes. We can make his eyes blink. They can react as our eyes would. We can give him some breath sounds and heart sounds. We can make him respond to questions, and the way we do that is by using our microphone system. And so as the students go into the room and interact and communicate with the patient and learn that process, we respond as the patient normally would. So we have capabilities of changing voice sounds. So if the patient is to be a female, we can change our voice to sound like a female or even into a pediatric.
Okay.
And then the other computer operates the audio-video system that allows us to see into the room. We can manipulate the cameras if we need to and just see what the students are doing in the room.
Wonderful. Okay, and so when we come back, if you can see on this picture right here, this is not a dummy, it's a patient. That's
Correct.
something that we need to know. It's a patient.
Correct.
And it's a patient that has been through a car accident. So I will be going through the motions of what students and professionals themselves go through in order to treat them properly. So stay tuned, don't go too far, keep watching Daybreak, and we'll be right back.
Oh, please help me. I've been in a car wreck and I don't feel good. I hurt.
Well, welcome back. We are here at the Sim Central, and with me is Will Scroggins, who is a simulation specialist here. Quickly, Will, tell us what we're going to be doing today.
Well, when we come back, we're going to go ahead and learn how to do an assessment on these guys. Since they breathe and have pulses and blink and everything, we can do a real true-to-life assessment on these and try to figure out what's wrong with them today.
Okay, and from this, it looks like he's been in a car accident, right? So
I think that's what they said.
So we're going to reenact, well, no, I don't know what's the right terminology. We're going to use a real-life situation that happens every day and learn how to properly take care of this. Not dummy, but a
patient.
Because it does real-life things, which is interesting. So we'll talk about that when we come back. But quickly, let's take a break. Keep watching Daybreak, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. We are here at Sim Central, and with me is Will Scroggins, who is going to be taking us through assessing this patient. But quickly, I want to inform you guys that we were in a control room a few minutes ago, and John Smoot is in there speaking and doing all of these motions for this body in there. So as you're seeing things move, that's John back there. Okay, but Will, talk to us about what we're going to do today.
Well, the best thing about these simulators is that we can actually do a real live assessment on them, and we can learn how to do it. The students can, and the providers can practice doing it. So we can come in here and we can check their level of consciousness by actually talking to our patient. Sir, what's going on today? How do you feel?
Oh, I hurt in my chest and in my neck.
Okay, so we can assess his level of consciousness to see if he's awake and talking to us and everything. The next thing we can do is we can assess his airway. We can look to see if his airway is open, if he has a clear path to breathe in. And as you can see, this guy has a little bit of blood going on, so we're going to be suspicious of his airway and kind of keep an eye on it.
Okay.
We can also assess his breathing by watching his chest go up and down and rise and fall. We can listen to his lung sounds to see the quality of his breathing. We can check his circulation. We can check his circulation by checking a pulse, and he really does have a pulse. You can feel it up here in his neck, over in his arm, or down in his wrist. You can also assess his blood pressure, You can auscultate a blood pressure with these guys, which means that you can put the stethoscope in and you can listen to it.
Oh my goodness. And I mean, even his chest is going up and down. Everything is moving as somebody in real life would be going through.
As somebody in real life would be going through. And then we can simulate the moulage, or the injuries that we would have on here, so you can actually visualize that this is a seatbelt injury.
Wow. Okay. Well, Will, thank you so much for taking us through this. This is fascinating. When we come back, we're actually going to be going into a 3D version of how they learn about the body. So stay tuned. We'll be back. Keep watching Daybreak. Thank you, Anthony. We are here at Sim Central, and I'm here with Guy Gilbert, who is an IT support. And okay, before this, we assessed the body, and they had a car accident, and so now we're in a 3D look at the internal body and how it actually affects all the vital support in the body. So, Guy, could you talk us through what you do after this?
Well, what faculty can do is when students go in with a patient and they do their case, they can come in and review and have a visual representation of what injuries were sustained during the trauma or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
We're able to manipulate the views of this. The patient can be rotated around. We can place organs, systems, and recreate the patient.
Okay, and from also what I was learning was that they can add skin, take away skin, you can have your lungs, your heart, all those things involved in this. So I appreciate you taking time in the body, all of the outward and inward parts of the body. So thank you for explaining this to us, and also for the people that have helped us out today. And if you want to go live with Courtney Anderson, make sure to check out my Facebook page, Pro News 7's Courtney Anderson, or email me at canderson@kvii.com. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to see what Chef Chin is cooking in the kitchen. We'll be right back.